Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys got sound on now? Can you hear me? Let me know if we got any sound going through here. And John P says thumbs up. So I think we got sound now. Got it. Okay, we got sound now. Sorry about that, folks. Technical problems with the microphones. This happens in this day and age. Unfortunately, we've been using this setup for 6 weeks. It's been running fine. And today, boom, it doesn't work. So anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, tubers. While we're just waiting for Brooke to join the live stream, there he is right there. Oh, now he's gone and he's back again. Look at that. So we've got a heck of a show for you today. A lot of people been asking in the comments and the emails, hey, Cooper, what is the medication cost in Thailand? What's it like in the hospitals over there? Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Is there long waits in the hospitals? If I got to go sit in emergency for 5 hours waiting to see a doctor, come on, let us know. What's it really like over there? So anyways, before we get into that with Mr. Brooks Schneider, I've got some sunglasses on. And the reason I'm wearing sunglasses today is I had an operation on my eyes just 2 days ago on Monday. What it is I have a problem with my sleep ducts in my eyes. When I wake up in the morning, I can't see anything. It gets filled with gunk. And I'm sorry if you're eating your breakfast, lunch, or dinner, putting that out there to y'all. But I had to have an operation because it was just getting worse and worse and longer for me to be able to get it out using hot tea bags and everything else. And the doctors finally agreed and they performed the operation, hence why I am wearing the sunglasses and I have the a bandage here on the side of my face. And I'm not going to take them off because I don't want to scare anybody. So apologies for that. And let's get on with today's show with Mr. Brooks Schneider. What he did is he had to go to the hospital in Jomtien to get a repeat prescription done. And he's going to tell you about his process, how long it took to get in and out of there, and how much the prescription cost, and how long it took him to get. So without further ado, Mr. Brooks Schneider.
You sure? I thought maybe you back talked Darlene there.
I left the toilet seat up and she clocked me one. So no, I didn't.
Yeah, no, anyways, I don't have a thyroid, had it out 25 years ago. And so I've been taking medication daily to replace the hormone. And, when we landed in Thailand, I got, a medical checkup, and I actually got a prescription for 3 months at that time from Jomtien Hospital. So that was coming due and I needed to get repeats. So I thought, you know what? I've been to Bangkok a couple times as well. I'll go there and, check them out. So I went into Bangkok Hospital and they're pretty efficient there. They sent me up to the, right floor and the segment there. So, they took my history. I showed them the prescription I had from Jomtien, and the nurse was kind enough when that's the same medication I take. To be honest, I get mine at Jomtien. It's a lot cheaper. So I thanked her and immediately left there and went back to Jomtien where I originally had got checked out and had the original, first prescription. So I walked in and I said, yeah, I'm just here for a repeat. Where do I go? So they took my information and did, have a seat. And the nurse came over and looked at everything and said, well, you'll need to see the doctor to get this. I said, really? I just saw him 3 months ago. Well, oh, no, it's policy. So anyways, long and short, 15 minutes later, I'm sitting in with the doctor and I said, Doc, in Canada, I get checked out once a year for this med, and I can get a 6-month prescription there. Can you do something similar? So she looked at everything and said, well, how long would you like it for? And I said, well, geez, I'll take 12 months if you can give it to me, instead of going in to see the doc every 3 months. So sure enough, she said, had me go to the waiting room there and they filled the prescription. And it was for 12 months, which was great. And the best news was it was 3,600 baht. So, about $100 for a year's prescription. Now, back in Canada, I think I was paying $27, $28 Canadian for the same prescription monthly when you averaged it out. So definitely cheaper here. The process was very quick. I mean, I was in and out of there in, 30 minutes max. And, that's waiting for them even to fill the prescription. So definitely very affordable, very efficient here. And yep. So now it's a thyroid med. So, can't comment on other meds. I don't take them, but yeah.
So you were in there how long?
I would say from when I arrived at the door to when I was leaving was 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's walking in, going to reception, getting to sit down, talk to a doctor, getting the prescription, paying for your prescription, and walking out.
In Canada, I would have been sitting in the waiting room for 30 minutes to see the doc. That's how busy they are in these waiting rooms in Canada. There's a shortage of doctors. I think that's partly it. They're not as streamlined. Maybe there's paperwork. I don't know. But here, they're very efficient. I was sitting in front of that doctor within 10 minutes of arriving at the door, which is good. Probably the biggest wait was just for them to fill the prescription. You know what I mean? They obviously had to count everything out and, put it in their cases, and that was the end of that. But
right. So how long did they give you the prescription for?
A year.
A year's prescription.
12 months prescription. So on the one visit, which is kind of nice. Now, I did explain to the doctor that, hey, I do get my blood work checked once a year, but it's been stable for 20 years. I've never had to adjust the medication at all. So I think she liked to hear that. So yeah.
Okay. And how much it cost? I got to ask.
Was about $100.
$100.
$100, yeah.
And that was including talking to the doctor.
Everything, yeah.
Everything and a year's supply worth of medication.
Correct. $3,600 bought. And actually, you're right. When you figure out the doctor's visits were something, the medications are cheap.
Okay, so how many medications did you get for $100?
Well, I got a year's supply.
Of how many different types of medication?
Just one. Yeah, it's levothyroxine.
Excuse me.
Thyroid replacement.
Excuse me again. I got the sneezes. So they give you 365 tablets.
Yeah. Yep.
365 a year supply. And it's for your thyroid.
Correct.
Wow. A year supply of medication.
Dr. Cooper.
Yeah. Hey, I got to ask. I'm type 2 diabetic, guys and girls, for those of you that don't know. And since I've been in Thailand, I have now lost 10 kilos of weight. So that's over 20 pounds. And I stopped taking my diabetic medication about 3 months ago. Before I went into the operation to have my eyes done on Monday, they wanted to check my blood because I am type 2 diabetic. And when they checked my blood, it came up as 99 mmDL, which is perfectly normal. That is about 5.5 on the other scale. And that is nowhere near pre-diabetic. So I may have actually beat diabetes type 2. And I got to hand it to Thailand by eating healthily, by regular exercise, and also by sweating it out in this humidity. I have literally lost over 20 pounds in weight, 10 kilos. And my blood sugar level has gone back to normal, and I haven't touched a single tablet in over 3 months. I've got my next medical in October where I'll be having a complete A1C test done. That is a test to show your blood sugar. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think I've finally gotten it down. I've cut sugar completely out of my life, 100%. I don't touch nothing with sugar now. I used to have one cheat day a week where I'd have a piece of cake or I'd eat anything that I wanted. I even cut that out. And now for me, just even the sight of chocolate makes me feel sick. I don't even like the look of chocolate anymore. I used to eat diabetic chocolate, which is zero sugar. The stuff I'm talking about, the extra dark chocolate with 85% cocoa in it and no sugar. I used to have that. I even cut that out of my life. I don't want nothing to do with chocolate and sugar. So even in my coffee, I just drink it with zero fat milk. And I've gotten used to the taste. It took me a while. I didn't think I would be able to do it. But for those of you that are overweight, Thailand is a great place to come because you are definitely going to lose some weight coming over here. I'm telling you. And let's get on with today's show. Who we got on here? Mike Baker says, now hit the thumbs up, gang, and much appreciated, Mike. For those of you that are on there, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help the YouTube algorithm, and it pumps it out to more people. So that is great. 41 people on here so far.
David Mears, hi from Jacksonville, Florida.
That's where my dad lives, Jacksonville. Yes, my father is retired, disabled U.S. Air Force and living in Jacksonville. So you're probably neighbors with him. Moving on along, Jan K. Do you buy medicines? Bangkok Hospital 300 to 400% plus.
Do not buy medicines. Well,
Do
I
not
tend
buy
to agree
medicines.
with that. Yeah, after the nurse told me that story, that and she's working at Bangkok Hospital, has the same medication I take, and said, "Hey, I buy mine at Jumpy, and it's a lot cheaper."
Okay.
I was up and out of there in like 30 seconds. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I would have been doing exactly the same. So thanks for the tip, Jan. And Mike Baker says, do you know how many days, months worth of prescriptions can be brought in?
Yeah.
Right. I left the Philippines to come here, and I brought 3 months worth of diabetic medication with me from the Philippines because I wasn't sure how much I can bring into Thailand, to be honest with you. So what I did is I got the medication. I asked the doctor for a doctor's letter just in case I had any problem coming through customs. They didn't even search my bag coming through customs. I had no problem. I was prepared just in case for the worst, to cover myself for bringing that many medication in. But I know people that have come over here that have joined the community. We got over 20 people here so far, and they're all telling me the same thing. Hey, I was able to bring in 3-6 months supply, no problem whatsoever. So you can bring it in. Just cover yourself, get that doctor's letter to be on the safe side, Mike. That's what I would suggest to you. But you're going to find that everybody that's emailed me, asked me to check on medication, there's not been a single one I have not been able to find. So you're probably going to find they're a lot cheaper here than they are back where you are, Mike. Moving along, WTF says, hello, everyone. Hoping you're all well. And we are, and hoping you're well too, brother. Plain Dave. Brooke.
Good morning, Coop and Brooke. Greetings from California. My 2024 arrival getting closer. Can't wait.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of September now, so you're not very far away from 2024. Looking forward to having you out here. Chris E. At Mike Baker, I hear it's 1 year. So Chris E. says he thinks you can bring 1 year of medical supply into Thailand. That'd be great if that's the case. And
Mike Baker, best place to get supplements, example, vitamins. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think that's the question. Best place to get it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's all kinds. As far as the vitamins go, you can get those at any. They've got Boots and Watsons here. Mm-hmm. It's probably not something you'd want to get at the hospital unless it was a specific one, I guess. But when I've gone into these drugstores, call them here, like Watsons and Boots, they've got full shelving of all the products you'd see basically in the West. So, all the vitamins are listed in that. So, yeah.
And I recently did a search, Mike, online a couple weeks ago, and just looking for health food stores. And I found there was 4 in the search that I did, all within 20 minutes of my house, my condo here. So they do have them here. I haven't had a chance to go in and look what they have, but I do want to do that and put it in a future video, because I do realize that everybody's got different needs and requirements. So they are here, and they do have the I guess you would call them a superstore, where they do have the health foods and the supplements, and for those that are lactose intolerant and stuff like that, you can find quite a lot here. So I will be making a future video once my eyes heal properly and get that all out to you guys. So that'll be coming soon. Moving on along, John P.
I hear you can get a lot of meds over the counter that you need a script for in the U.S.
That is absolutely true. And where Brooke and I have our bank, it's at Bangkok Bank in Pattaya at the bottom of Pratchmark Hill. And there's a pharmacy right next door, a drugstore. And that's the one I go to when people email me and ask me, because they seem to be the friendliest and easy to get anything that I ask for. And I've asked them many times, do I need a prescription for this? And they say, nope, no prescription needed. So it's great that you can get a lot of these medications straight over the counter, and it saves you a doctor's visit.
Tammy Iwaniski. Morning, Paul. Good morning, Tammy.
And good morning, Tammy. Where are you from? You're a new one on here. I haven't seen you comment on our live stream before. So where are you from? Let us know in the comments down below, please. Roger Walker. Good morning, everyone. And good morning to you too, Roger.
Rick, hi guys. Brooke, I know getting married in the Philippines is a nightmare of rules and paperwork. How was Thailand? Rick, Thailand was so much easier than the Philippines. I mean, I looked into it in the Philippines, and my God, the hoops you got to, jump through, and the time waiting, and the paperwork, and it seemed to be a bit of a fiasco, as most paperwork is over there. But in Thailand, we discussed about getting married here, and boy, the process was pretty streamlined. I did have an agent help me with the Philippine embassy here. I was able to do the Canadian embassy on my own. And it didn't take long once the paperwork was in order. We went to the local district registry office, I guess you'd call it. I did have to get a translator with me, but Jeeb was kind enough to come with us and speak fluent English and Thai. So that worked out great. And it was a simple matter of signing the documents, and they needed about 3 weeks. The person, we could have had it done the first time we were there, but the person that has to sign the documents was not in that day, and they couldn't have these others do it. So they said they'll call you, and I guess the person travels to all the offices for this type of process. Because we were both foreigners, not Thais. That's why we had to have this person sign off at the end. So 3 weeks later, we were in there, got signed off, and now we're happily married.
Oh, that's great. It was, I was there. I was the best man, and I had the shotgun ready just in case Brooke backed out.
Charles Misak. Good morning, Coop and Brooke. Watching from Honolulu, Hawaii, USA. Nice place.
Hey, welcome, Charles. And my mom is over in Hawaii right now. She is celebrating her 80th birthday. And actually, she flies back today. Tomorrow for her in the States. It's Wednesday morning here, but she flies back Wednesday morning in Hawaii time. And so she's on her last day there, and she says it was always on her bucket list, somewhere she always wanted to go. So us siblings, we all pitched in and gave my mom a great 80th birthday on Hawaii, and she is loving it. So hello, Mom, if you're watching right now. She's probably in bed, but hello anyways. And moving along.
James Washington, Brooke, my hero. I'm going to be just like you. That's a good idea, Wash.
Yeah, Washington is another subscriber, moved in here about a month ago, and he's loving it. You may have seen him on one of our videos that we made, expat experiences and how they find it here in Thailand. And I had Mr. Schneider and also Mr. Washington on there. So thank you, Wash, for coming on here. He prefers to be called Wash. I think that's because he wants to let everybody know that he's clean and he's had a wash.
And he's got a wicked tattoo, folks. I'll tell you.
Yeah. His first week here, he went out and got a complete tattoo on his chest.
And cheap as borscht, too.
He said it was very, very cheap and well worth it.
Looks good, Wash.
Yeah, it does look good. Steve Gilding. Good morning, guys, and good morning, Steve. How are you, brother?
Roger Moore. Good morning, gentlemen.
And good morning to you, Roger.
Tammy Ewaniski, I'm in Bangsaray, first live stream. Really love what you guys are doing with your channel. Beautiful vibe. You are correct, young lady.
And Bangsaray, wow, you're a neighbor. You are only 30 minutes away from us. Yeah, so just down Sukhumvit Road, all the way down until you hit Bangsaray, and it is a lovely little fishing village. I do like Bangsaray. It's got a nice little beach there, and you can get all the fresh seafood you want, and there's I think all-you-can-eat seafood buffet there on the beach as well, if I remember right.
Seemed like a nice, quiet little area when we visited there.
Yeah, we did visit, and it was really, really nice. I did like it there, I must admit.
Ray Ross, good morning in paradise from evening in Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome. How's the weather over there? Is it starting to get cold now, or is it still summer? You still got some nice weather there.
Jeff Smith, good morning, gents. I jumped in on 19th of October, staying at Diamond Suites. Hope to catch up for a coffee. Aussie Jeff.
And yeah, we'd love that, Jeff. All you got to do is just send us an email, and you'll see the banner down there below, and that's at Cooper's Thai Adventure. Okay, Adventure, no S at the end. People are putting S at the end, and we're not getting the emails, and they're wondering why. So yeah, cooperthaiadventure@gmail.com. When you get here, let us know your contact details. We'd love to meet up with you. We welcome everybody to the group.
Tammy again. It's bloody beautiful. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, it is beautiful in Bangsaray. Very quiet life. So you're outside of the rat race of Pattaya, and you're down there on the southern coastline a little bit. And it is very quiet. It is a nice little beautiful, well, actually, it's a beautiful village. It is a beautiful village.
Chris E. Coop, is there a certain U.S. mobile phone company most expats use that's low cost? I'm with Mint, but not confident with them. What I use, and I know other expats here from the States do as well, is T-Mobile. And when I Google searched, and obviously you should do that as well, but they were the ones that, hey, you could have a U.S. SIM card and it would work anywhere on the planet. I think I paid $30 a month for that US, but it's the backup, the safety plan should I need it, and so and it works because I get my bank messages through that, texting, and if I have to agree to something, they've got a message, a number to call or text me is what happens. So yep, that works good. I check, like, for Canadians, and I'll speak on that. I had a Canadian SIM and a Canadian phone when I was back in Canada. And geez, when you check with the companies there, they were ridiculously priced for any travel charges. So, but fortunately with my property in the States, I was able to get a T-Mobile account set up, and way cheaper than Canada. So, yep.
So let me ask you, what does T-Mobile charge a month? Because I do it completely different. I'll go into that in a second. I'm just curious of the cost.
It's $30 a month. And
30.
The reason, like, I also have Magic Jack Coop and I have Google Voice, but when I called the banks to say, hey, I'm doing this long-term trip, how do you recommend, should you need to get a hold of me? And I inquired about Magic Jack and Google Voice, and they said, well, a lot of the systems now detect that it's not a real number, so to speak, I guess what they're looking for. So they said that could be issues, and I didn't want trouble. So I decided, okay, I'll go with the actual T-Mobile. Now for $30 a month, sure, some guys maybe think it's a waste of money, but I personally think it's a little more for security than anything else. I've got it. So
okay, well, what I do, folks, is I got the Magic app. I've done the other one, and Magic app will let me choose a U.S. number anywhere in the states, any state that I choose, east to west coast, and I pay $3 a month for my Magic app. I use that to call my bank in the States. I bank with IBK because that's where my savings are, and I get a pretty good interest rate at 4.85%. And anyways, when I need to call them, I call them with my Magic app. I got subscribers that email me, and they're in the States or Canada, +1 number, and I can call them on there all day long. I can send text messages as well, and it only costs me $3 a month, and I don't have a problem with it. So that might be an option for you too, Chris. You can download the Magic app on your Android or your iPhone device, and just give the new number to your bank, or say, I'm going abroad. This is going to be my number while I'm overseas. And I've done it, and I've not had a single problem with it. And I like that I'm only paying $3 a month for that service.
Well, I would just say, although I'm better looking, Coop is a little more tech savvy than me. So I'm just a little nervous about having these Magic Jack things work for my text messages. So that's why I do what I do. But I've been with Coop, and he's able to call, he's able to receive everything on that and text. So, maybe the happy medium is to try the T-Mobile, and once you get here, use the Magic Jack, and if it's working, hey, you can cancel your T-Mobile. I just haven't.
That's great advice right there. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Good morning, Brooke. You're looking good. Well, I always look good.
Petey Yund, whoever.
Petey. Oh, I know who that is.
Is that a friend of yours?
Yes, that's a friend from Stratford, Ontario.
Oh, hello, Stratford.
Hard-working retired railway boy.
Okay.
Say hello to the guys. Rob Marr, 40. I use Mint, $15 plan. Yeah, I've heard of Mint.
Yeah, I've heard of Mint too. Yeah.
John P., you guys play golf over there? We do. We both like golf, and there's a lot of expats here that enjoy golf, it turns out. Now, I haven't been out golfing, but apparently there's lots of courses. And some of the guy, I think, was it Leo or one of the other
Leo
guys?
went, yeah.
Yeah, they've already been golfing. So next time we catch up with them, I'll get a little more information as to the fees and, how it works.
Yeah, because I remember the Sal brothers, they're both big into golf as well.
Yep.
And they invited us to go with them. So, yeah,
that's right.
Something we'd like to do.
Siam, I am. Finally confirmed for Songkran, northern Thailand, islands, and maybe checking what the Jomtien hype is about. Stayed there in 2018 and not notable. Well, there you go. Good to hear you're coming.
Yeah, Songkran, you're going to like the big water festival, brother. It is a hoot. And me and Brooke got absolutely soaked this year riding our motorbikes trying to get into Pattaya, and everybody was just out getting everybody else wet. And it's a big water fight here in Thailand, and everybody gets involved, including the old grandmas and grandpas. They're out there doing it too. So the only thing that you won't see during Songkran is a police officer, because they are target enemy number one. So you don't see many police officers on the street because they get soaked ultra hard. So it's just a free for all, and people are driving around in pickup trucks with big barrels and big blocks of ice in there, chucking water at everybody that walks past. So
water guns that'll shoot 30 feet. Buckets they'll throw at you. So you're not going to stay dry, trust me.
But with the heat, it's a blessing, because it really cools you down. It really cools you down. So it is a great time of the year. A lot of people like it, including myself.
James Collins, what happened to your face, Coop? Well, he messed with Darlene once too often.
I had an operation on my eyes. I did say that at the beginning of the stream, the second stream, because the first one we had a technical malfunction. So, I got a problem with sleep ducts in my eyes. They fill up with gunk, and I've been seeing several consultants about it, and they decided to operate. So right now I'm wearing sunglasses, because if I take them off, I'm going to scare everybody. So I'm going to be keeping them on. And I'm able to sleep now and wake up, and I can see when I wake up, instead of screaming for Darlene, please go get me some hot tea bags so I can clear my eyes. So that's why I had it done.
James again. Did you make Darlene mad?
That's what her mom said. That's what her mom said. Darlene's mom said, Darlene, what'd you do to Cooper? What'd you do? Did you get in a fight?
Dennis L., new to the channel. You have great info. Thank you.
And thank you, Dennis L. Welcome aboard, brother. And I hope you choose to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. We've got 60 people on here. Please hit the thumbs up. It really does help.
Chris E. at Rob Mar, do you pay for roaming or use Wi-Fi calling? Well, Chris E. can respond to that.
Yeah. Now, how's yours work? Do you pay for roaming or you use Wi-Fi calling on your T-Mobile?
On T-Mobile, I'm allowed so many minutes, I believe it is, for calling. And, but I do use the Wi-Fi as much as possible. You know? But for example, if I'm out somewhere and there's no Wi-Fi, it's going to work, which is the good news. It goes through the local towers, I guess they call it. But basically, I don't take that phone out. I just leave it here because my other phone, I've got 2 Apple phones. So, you know, redundancy pretty well everywhere I can go.
Okay.
Travis M., are all the 2 bedrooms sold out there?
The 2 bedrooms, I presume you mean at Dissagram Part 2, where we're staying at right now. Yeah, they are, unfortunately. I got the last one and I reserved it for December because I'm trying to get my mom out here for Christmas, and it's on the 8th floor here, which I'm fine with that. Anything below 10 floors, and it doesn't bother my vertigo too much. So I got the last one that was actually available. I had Jeep reserve it for me, and I paid a full year in advance for it already. So I don't know of any more 2 bedrooms that are available. But if you're looking to buy, they have some available to buy, but for rent, no. They're all full up, unfortunately, but it all depends on what time of year you're coming out here. If you're coming out here next year, there probably will be a couple more available. So let us know on that.
Rob Mar 40 at Dennis L. I use Wi-Fi calling and text. It works for all my OTP texts from my financial and government websites. Good news. Well, that's good.
That is great news. That is great news. So you've been here now 6 months, Brooke.
Correct.
6 months. Okay, so let's do your 6-month review. Good and bad about Thailand.
Good and bad. The only downside in some locations is the language barrier, but they're always smiling at you and nodding. So you know, any question you ask, they'll smile and nod, but obviously they don't understand. But that's about the only negative. The positives, the weather is ideal. It's a lot better than what I had maybe thought it might be. It was pretty humid the first month or so we got here, but after that, it's been ideal weather. So
yeah, we came the end of March, so we were right at the height of the hot season, which the hottest 2 months of the year is March and April here. Yeah. So that was the time we came.
Besides the weather, the food's excellent. I really like the food here. It's very affordable, healthy, and obviously I eat a little too much than I should, but that's because it tastes so good. I like the spicy food, although you can get it without spicy. Kebabs I've fallen in love with. I really like the location we're in because it's close to everything. Everything works here, which is great. The pools I love. I'm there daily. The gyms are good. So there's no downside I see here. It's definitely affordable. So compared to what a lifestyle for someone like myself in the West would be, I'd be, hey, making ends meet, but not much else. Where here, I'm able to save money here. So why not? And it's a beautiful, beautiful country.
Yeah, and I made a video with Brooke just recently about his budget about 2 weeks ago. And with him and Jackie, his wife Jackie, they are able to survive here, no problem, living a good life on $1,700 a month for 2 people. So there you go. And that's US dollars. And he budgeted originally $2,000. He used that initial budget as startup money when we got here. But now after 6 months later, he's finding he can't spend that $2,000. He's actually spending $1,700 a month. And that is absolutely excellent.
That's US, by the way.
Yeah.
Dennis L., everyone hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. My wife and I will retire there in April. Wow, good for you.
Yeah, that's great. April, that's not far away. And you're coming at Songkran. Songkran is generally the second week of April. So are you coming at the beginning or the end of April? Hopefully you'll be here to enjoy it, because I know you and your wife will absolutely love the Thai New Year party, which they go under the Mayan calendar. Hence why the year here is kind of funny. I think the year now is 2560 something in Thailand. I'd have to look at my driver's license to remember what year it is. But yeah, it's under the Mayan calendar, and therefore they have their New Year in April.
April start of low season too, so you're going to have a lot of options.
End of April, start of low season after Songkran, because that's when people come here, is they want to be part of the water festival in Thailand. So they stay until Songkran. Once it's over, then most of the expats go back from their vacations, and what you have left here is the retirees, and that's where you meet a lot of great people.
I am. Cooper, ND should have won Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It took the last play to beat them.
Oh, my team lost. Notre Dame. Oh, wow.
Close game, but it was a good game.
I missed it. My eyes have been filling up with tears because of the operation, and it I've not been able to watch much TV, but I did want to watch that game. I should have put it on the podcast, actually.
Steve Gilding, Cooper, get Brooke sunglasses so you two look like the Blues Brothers.
Funny guy. I like
you
him.
need the hats too, though.
Yeah, I need the hat and the music.
That was a good movie, the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, it was a good movie. So, what was the woman that played in Blues Brothers? She was from Star Wars, wasn't she?
Yes. I don't know her
Princess
name.
Leia. What was her actual Leia?
Yeah.
What was her Fisher? Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher. That's it.
Carrie Fisher. Okay.
Get the one guy.
Okay, so I'll play Elwood Blues. You can play
John
Belushi, and we'll have Steve Gilding. He can play Carrie Fisher. There we go.
Ray Ross, how far from the bus route are your condos, guys? Less 5-minute walk.
Yeah, just the Rumpole Market. So it's probably closer 6-7 minute walk. Brooks is a fast walker. I don't walk as fast as him. I like to take it easy. He's like he's going to Chow Hall, so he's on a man in a mission when he walks.
That video that Coop did yesterday, and he pointed out the bot buses on
Second Road. That's the 7-minute walk for Coop. So that's the route that you'd get the buses on. Yeah.
Plain Dave, just wanted to thank you both for the quality and quantity of information you put out. Second to none. Much appreciated. Thank you, Plain Dave.
And thank you, Dave. And I still haven't forgotten your question from last time about looking for the air shows. I will check into it. And once I'm feeling a bit better and my eyes heal, I've been told it's going to take about 2 weeks, and then I'll be able to take the sunglasses off. So, yep. I will definitely look into that for you, Dave. I haven't forgotten, because I like air shows too. I used to be in the Army, and I used to like going to the Air Force bases when they used to have the air shows on, and it was a blast. I used to love it.
Alan Hansen, hi from Australia, boys. Thanks for sharing so much info.
And you're more than welcome, Alan. And thank you for coming on and joining us. Really appreciate it.
Mark Schaffer. What would you estimate to be the additional cost for a second person to live there versus a single person?
Okay.
Not much.
It's,
your accommodation's paid for, your transportation's the same. You get a little bit extra on the food, but maybe a couple $100 a month, maybe in the budget if I was, for Jackie, but it's peanuts, really. Two can live as cheap as one. That's a true saying.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to use the same amount of electricity. You're going to use the same amount of AC. Your rent's not going to go up because you got a second person living with you. So you're going to be paying the same amount of rent. The only thing that will go up a little bit, and it's only going to go up like $3-4 a month, is your water bill, because you both be taking showers and using the wash machine. So because the water bill here is really, really cheap. It runs us about less than $15 a month for the water.
Bucks, I pay.
Yeah, 12 for the two of you and about 15 for me and Darlene. But yeah, so it is very cheap. And the only thing that's going to cost you any more money with having a partner here is your food. That's it. And food is really cheap here anyways. And Tommy Warnowski, Wanaski, sends a Australian $10 super thanks and says, thank you for all the work you do. And thank you, Tommy. It is really, really appreciated.
Plain Dave, just wanted to say thanks to both of you for the quality and quantity. I think we've already had that from Plain Dave. Thanks again, Dave.
Yeah, let's just see what's happening with the comment section here. Okay, yep.
Next one, Dennis L. I'm not sure when in April, hopefully sooner. I'm preparing my house for sale now. Time now is 8:55 p.m. Was it hard to adjust to the time change? Not really, not hard at all after a day or two, but we came from the Philippines, so there wasn't really much of a time change there. Initially from the west to the Philippines, recalling that, a couple days, and then you get settled into the correct time. So not a big deal on that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you came from Canada to the Philippines, didn't you?
Originally, the first time actually was from LA.
Yeah.
I flew Tampa to LA there, but last time was from Canada. Yeah.
And how'd you find the jet lag when you arrived?
Well, I broke that trip up. I stayed in LA on the first trip for a night just to get settled. And the second trip from Canada, I actually stayed in Vancouver for a night. So, but after that, it was like a 12-hour flight, I think. So 12 or 13. So that it's long enough, but hey, you get through it. Rob Meyer, 40. I never see the bot bus head south on Second Road. They all seem to turn right on the Jumped-In Beach Road. What am I missing? I don't know. Have you any answers on that? I see the bot buses all over.
Yeah. Rob, what you need to look out for is bus number 31. Okay. I've asked Jeeb to help me out on this. She's going to get a map from the council office for me, which is called the Emperor here, which is actually where Brooke and Jackie got married. I asked her to look into it, and she said that she would get me a map with the bot bus route, and I'm going to post it on the Facebook page, and it gives the timings and the routes of the bot buses here. And they do now have bot buses go on Second Road, and it is number 31. I'm not sure where it comes from and how often it goes there, but I have seen it several times. And once I get those details from the Emperor, I will post a link on Facebook for those that are in the Facebook group. And if you're not on the Facebook group, get on there. All you got to do is click the like button and hit the subscribe button on our YouTube. Answer 3 easy questions, and you're onto the group. It is only for subscribers, and it's a great group of people. What do we got on there now, Brooke? What are we up to? 380?
Close to 380. Yep.
380 people have subscribed and joined the group, and it doesn't cost you a penny. It says subscribe. I know on YouTube. I wish they changed the name. Has even confused my own mother. I wish they would just call it Show Me More. But because subscribe, everybody thinks, hang on, I got to pay money if I hit this button. No, you don't. It's just a word they put there. And I wish to God they would change it because it affects a lot of people, whether they subscribe to channels or not, due to the fact that they're not sure whether they got to pay for it or not. The younger generation, they know the score. The older generation, my age and above, aren't entirely sure. So they're a bit hesitant when they push that button, whether to push that button. But yeah, come on over. For all of you that are watching, please join the Facebook group, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And we put a lot of information out there that we cannot put on YouTube. So, and a lot of links to a lot of places. For example, getting your driver's license, agents to use out here, our own personal recommendations for hiring a car, hiring a motorbike. All that's on there with links, contact details, and all that for you. And people that have been to Thailand are currently in Thailand, giving helpful advice to the new people that are looking to come out here.
Siam, I am. Thai baht exchange looking sweet right now and forecasted to be favorable if you have US dollars through the end of the year. Must make a huge difference for many expats. It's always been 33 baht to the dollar all your trips. So
yeah, and you're absolutely right. It is 36 now, and it is staying strong. I'm really enjoying it because I get my disability in US dollars. So that makes a huge difference to me.
If you're coming over, in the next few months, consider getting that Wise card that I've spoke about in a couple of the past videos, because you can actually convert the dollars now to baht stored on your Wise card, even without a bank account here. And it works like a debit card when you get here. So you can take money out of the ATMs with that. You can, once you open your bank, you can transfer your baht to your bank account. So definitely it's a pretty smart idea. With this exchange rate, it is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Chrissy, hey Coop, you give some info on IPTV.
Yeah, I did. I put it on the Facebook group. I could put Darlene to put a link on there. It is on the Facebook group, Chris, and I use it every day. IPTV is absolutely great. We paid 3,000 baht for the year, so under $100, and I get all my Canadian, American, Australian, and European TV shows on there, all free of charge, including the pay-per-view free of charge. So it is absolutely great. And it is legal in Thailand. A lot of countries have banned it due to copyright issues, but you can still have it in Thailand. It's not a problem. And the links on there, all you got to do is scan the QR code that's on there and contact the gentleman, and he will talk you through it. You can put it on a Fire Stick. Me, myself, I've got an Android box that I've got my YouTube on there, my Netflix, and a few other things. And I just downloaded it, put it on there, and in 10 minutes, it was up and running. And you get a 1-hour trial. He'll give you a code. Try it for an hour, see if the programs are on there that you want. And then all you do is he'll send you a link to pay it into his bank account. 100% genuine guy. I've spoken to him on the phone. He's a really nice guy. He activates it, sets it up for you, and he gives you a username and password, and you can change that username and password once you logged in for the first time. So yeah, absolutely great there.
I've seen it at work at Coops. It's a wicked amount of channels.
Oh yeah,
you get the Canadian, you get the American.
I've got several thousand channels. There's no way you're going to go through it all. Several thousand channels on there.
Derek McClintock, looking forward to Brooks' retirement financial video he promised us in his last video. Yeah, Derek, I think this next Sunday is basically the video will be how I supplement my pension income from Canada with some investment income.
Don't give too much spoiler alert. No, they won't watch it now.
Tune in to get how and why.
There you go. Jacob says, hello, everyone. And hello, Jacob, and welcome to the live stream. Great to have you on here, brother.
Dennis L., I currently live in Brooklyn, New York. Are there any issues with getting used to the food at first? I didn't find any issues at all. Basically, you can get any food you want here from the West, or, they have obviously a lot of the local Thai. I think you're going to love the Thai if you're like me and you like a bit of spice and, variety. And the big thing is it's made right in front of you. It's fresh, like fresh as a daisy, and they don't use the chemicals like maybe the West does that I see. So, yep.
You might get dilly belly for the first couple of days. Just pack some Imodium with you just in case, brother. The Thai food is excellent in taste. If you like it spicy, they'll make it spicy for you. If you don't like it spicy, just say my pet. And my pet means not spicy. And they won't make it spicy for you. But, whenever you travel somewhere different, the bacteria that we have in the food in the States compared to the bacteria we have here is, of course, different. They raise their farm animals on different fertilizers than we do in the West. So that may cause you a little bit of what we call deli belly. So just to be on the safe side, it won't last long if you do get it. Just pack some Imodium with you to be safe. But I didn't find any problem with the food. I only know one person. He said he had a little problem, but it was over the next day. He had diarrhea for one day, and the next day he was absolutely fine, and he had never had it since. So it could happen. It could happen.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Personally, I have a cast iron stomach, so I can get anything anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Keep talking. I hope you got a cast iron jaw too. I'll get you back for what you did to my eyes.
Chalice M, what's the advantage of using the Wise card versus Schwab Bank that reimburses ATM fees? Well, Schwab, as a Canadian, I couldn't get Schwab. In fact, I was in Florida and I said, hey, can I get a Schwab card? Oh, they want my social security number. Well, I'm a Canadian. Oh, sorry, sir, we can't. So I even called Canada Schwab. They have a number up there, but no, they don't issue those cards to Canadians. So that was
no, only for American citizens, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now there is no ATM fees. I was aware. That's why I was looking into the Schwab card. The Wise card, the fees are very minimal. I would always take the maximum amount of bought, or when I was in the Philippines, pesos out of the ATMs, and you pay the one-time fee. I think it was like $3 or $4. So take out $600, $900 worth of local currency for that. It was okay.
And Plain Dave sends a $10 super thanks and said, oops, I think I commented it twice. Thanks twice as much, laughing out loud at it. No, brother. No problem, brother. I like air shows too. I told you that. And I hope I can find some. It'd be great to go to. I'd love to take Darlene. I think she'd enjoy it. The Blue Angels and all that. I hope they do a tour over in Asia. Yeah, no problem there. And thank you so much for the $10 super thanks. It is appreciated.
Rob Mar 40. The last time I was in Thailand in 2019, the exchange rate was 30 baht to the US dollar.
I remember that. I do remember that. Yep. And the dollar is going really strong right now. Really strong. 36. That is fantastic. That really makes a huge difference.
Brad. Hello, Coop and Brooke. Does Wise pay much interest on balances? Brad, Wise does not pay on balances. They're more of a debit card, but you can use it planet-wide. I still relate to the story. I was in Seoul, Korea on a layover on one of the flights at the airport. And, it's a Korean won, I think they call it there. And I went into a coffee shop to get a coffee and maybe a croissant or something. And, oh, sorry, sir, we don't even take US dollars. I had a bit of coin, cash. But I quickly, stayed in line. I loaded my Wise card, transferred some into Korean won. And within 2 minutes, I was walking out of there with everything. So it works good no matter where you are with the Wise. The other big thing you'll find with the Wise card is I got a way better rate on my exchange from Canadian dollars to baht than I did sending the money directly from my TD account in Canada to my Bangkok bank. So, it's kind of a circuitous route. I went from my TD bank to Wise, from Wise to my Bangkok bank, where if I did it directly, I was losing 2 or 3 percent more than it was crazy. Siam I am at Travis M. I have a Schwab account and they reimburse fees when you use ATM. The advice just given using Wise is to convert currencies and lock in that day's exchange rate. Correct?
No, that is correct. And me, I've got USAA. So like Schwab, I don't pay any ATM fee. Well, I do. They take them out, but then they reimburse them at the end of the month. So it's another good one to have. And credit union, also another good one to have. If you got credit union, they reimburse the fees as well for the ATM.
Steve Gilding, Brooke, how do you use your Wise card in Thailand? I use it quite a bit. when I first got here, it actually was the only card I used in the ATMs for bot removal from the ATM machines. Now, obviously, I had the bot sitting in my Wise account there. And until, I don't know, it took what, 2-3 weeks to get the bank account set up here. So it worked fine. It worked at any ATM. You know, their fees differ a little bit. So the one I used, I think, was 200 baht, but they gave you a 30,000 baht withdrawal. So that's like 900 bucks for, you know, for $6.
I think he's asking you how you use your Wise card here, how you set it up in the first place, Brooke.
How do you use your Wise card?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So how do I use it? When I go to a store like 7-Eleven, I do use the Wise card because, you know, okay.
There.
Okay. Okay, so if you heard that, that's how I use my Wise card.
Say it again, bro.
So basically, I use my Wise card, and for those that couldn't hear, apparently, as a debit card. So at the malls, at restaurants, anywhere they accept a debit, I simply hand the Wise card. Most times I don't need to punch a pin in. Sometimes I do, but that's fine. And 7-Elevens, I use it when I want to conserve my cash. And yeah, and then it's my backup. Like I have a bank card now, so I use that at the ATMs. There's no fee with my card, Bangkok Bank ATM card. So Wise, there would be a small fee, so I don't use that for the ATM withdrawals anymore. The Music Sanctuary. Good evening, gentlemen. Question for Brooke. Having a BMO bank account and future direct deposits of pensions, do you see any problems with ATM or other banking issues while living there? Absolutely none. Now, what I would recommend is opening a Thai bank account if you're looking at, you know, long-term retirement here. Obviously, you would, and then you could check your, you know, exchange rate from BMO right to the bank. It works because I did it already with TD. You know, BMO is the same. But then you might want to see what the rate is, and maybe that idea about using Wise initially and then from Wise to your bank might be a better exchange rate. So yeah, look into that. Barefoot Jeff. Hello, guys. Sorry I missed everything. I do group coaching at this time. Well, at least better late than never.
Welcome aboard, Jeff.
Chris E. Charles Schwab has a flat rate wire transfer of $15, any amount. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, thanks for the tip.
Groove Volker. Hi, guys. Great show and info. Just to let you know, if you have Thailand as residence address, you won't be able to get the Wise card as they have to do business license in Thailand, as they have no business license in Thailand. That's probably true. Now, I had residences 6 months a year in Canada, 6 months in Florida. And when I initially inquired about Wise, I was in Florida. And they said, okay, no problem, you're Canadian, we can do it for you, but we'll mail the card to Canada. Because I was in Florida, I said, we'll mail it here. And because I was still going to be in Florida for 3 months or whatever. Sorry, sir, we can't do that. So that was fine. I got the application. They do want your passport, identity. They'll verify who you are. And but everything, it did get mailed up to Canada, and it was, there when I got back home, and I activated it, and everything was fine. So it works. But it's a lot easier to get that Wise card, guys, when you're in the residence, because they're not going to mail it to Thailand. I mean, you can probably still get it out here, but it's not going to be mailed. You'd have to get it sent here from your home residence. So.
You'd have to get it sent to a friend or family and then get them to forward it over to you.
Correct. Dennis L., I was looking to pay at least $1,600 for rent, but you convinced me to look for something cheaper. Do you think it's a good idea to bring my car with me or buy a new one there? Definitely buy a new one here.
Yes. because Thailand's got a $300% import tax on foreign cars being imported into Thailand. So whatever you paid for your car, if you paid 50,000 US for your car, it's going to cost you 150,000 in import fees to bring it here. So you're better off to sell it and buy a new one here. Don't go down that route.
Dennis, as far as your $1,600 for rent, I'm assuming this is US. For like half that, you'll get like a penthouse in one of the top condos and, you know, anywhere in the area. So you won't need anywhere near that amount, but everyone's tastes are different. So
yeah, I mean, Brooke and I, we're paying less than $300 a month rent for our place. So 1,600, that's a lot to be paying for rent over here in Thailand. That really is.
Travis M., are you going to do a video of the Sanctuary of Truth? I find that place amazing, and I'm sure some viewers would be interested in seeing that. You've been there, haven't you, Coop?
I have. Well, Darlene actually walked down there. I sat in the little calf at the top because I looked how many stairs there were going down, and I realized I had to come back up those stairs. And
Nice.
I thought to myself, honey, you go enjoy yourself. Have a great time. I'll be here, and I'm going to have a nice iced lemonade. And I said, I'll wait for you to get back. I'm not walking up and down them stairs. That was way too many. But yeah, I don't know if we can. When I was there, there was a thing, a big sign there in English, Russian, Chinese, and Japanese saying no cameras. But if we can make a video, they'll let us do it. I'll have to ask for permission. But yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful place. Very beautiful.
Rob Mar 40, I love my Charles Schwab debit card, but don't abuse it. I max out my NFCU debit reimbursement, then use Schwab if needed for additional withdrawals. Good information, Rob. That's useful.
Okay.
I mean, anyone in the States, definitely I would look into that Schwab card, because with my research being Canadian, I fully assumed, hey, they're going to give it to anybody that applies, it qualifies, I guess. And so I did a lot of research, and it was the one I wanted to get, because they reimbursed the fees, or it was, you could use it anywhere. And oh man, was I disappointed when I even called head office in Schwab. Nope, sorry, sir, Canada, we don't have it there yet.
No, they said it's only for U.S. citizens with them, and you have to have a social security number. So without it, you're not going to get it. And it's a shame. It should be. I think it should be made available for everybody worldwide.
Dennis L., no sound, and we lost Cooper. I think it's back up now.
Yeah.
That was earlier.
That was earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get past the sound issue comments. There we go.
The Buddy Show worldwide in Pattaya, Thailand. Love Schwab, coming in 9 days. Well, countdown's on.
Yeah, short timer. You're going to be here very, very soon. 9 days. Wow.
Chris Foster. Hi, Coop and Brooke. I'm from Canada and would like to know how to stay in Thailand for 3 months. Thanks again for all your hard work. It's pretty easy. I think you just come on the tourist visa. You'll get initially, 30 days, Coop, and then you can get extended twice, can't you?
Yeah, it's called visa on arrival, and you'll get a 30-day visa on arrival being you're from Canada. Most Western countries get a 30-day visa on arrival. It's not a tourist visa. It's actually a visa on arrival, they call it. And now, I did have a live stream last Saturday about this topic, and Sarlina corrected me on something I didn't know, and that is if you come here on the visa on arrival, you can renew it only once for another 30 days if you do it yourself at immigration here in Jomtien. And then you have to do what we call a border run. However, I was able to do it twice. Darlene was able to do it twice. And the reason we were able to do it twice was because we paid an agent. The agent will charge you 4,000 baht, but if you do it yourself, it's only 1,900, but you can only do it once. If you want to stay for that 90 days, I would do it once your first time by yourself, and then get an agent to do it the second time for you. So that way you don't have to do the border run to Laos, which is really a pain in the neck, and not a lot of people like doing it.
Groove Volker, also please notice, Wise is no bank and the funds there are not insured. It acts as a transfer agent and works perfect. I got it many years to exchange funds, got always the best rates there. I agree. Now, Wise is in pretty well every country on the planet, and they do maintain bank accounts in those countries. So the countries that have insurance processes, but again, you're only up to so many dollars. So I'm sure they deal with millions, but they're legit. BB,
That's
we'll
an
sell
old.
them again.
That's an old one. Yeah.
Siam, I am. Rule 1, I live is to take 2 debit cards and leave 1 in hotel safe. Only problem with Schwab is it takes 4 business days to transfer monies from another account. Well, again, I don't have the Schwab, but that's good, useful information. I know with Wise, it's instant, which I like. And also when I did my bank transfer the first time from TD to my Bangkok bank, I think the first time took a day. I did it a second time just to again check the rates, make sure everything was fine, and then it was basically instantaneous send. So maybe the first time on anything, they do take a secondary look at it, but with Wise it goes quick. Barefoot Jeff, do the Thai banks have an insurance for our deposits like U.S. banks do? And glad to be here. There is a deposit amount, but it's probably not similar to the West as far as the amount. Do you recall what it is? $1 million baht, isn't it, or something?
I think it is $1 million baht, but from the bank. But the Crown is supposed to further insure the banks by up to, I think it's 5 or 10 million. I still haven't had a chance to get back to the bank to find out that question. I have to go back in there in the next couple of weeks, and I'll try and get a definitive answer on that. I know the bank's insured up to $1 million baht, but I think the Thai Crown insures it up to 10 million, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to get 100% certainty on that, as I'm only about 85% certain right now. And so I may be wrong, and I apologize if I am wrong. But I will definitely get those answers for you in the coming weeks once my eyes heal.
I don't recall ever in my research finding a Thai bank that went out of business, unlike the West, where I think this year there's been 3, and it's yeah. Chris Thai, you also can import a used car to Thailand.
You can import a used car to Thailand, but you're going to pay import fees. And it's 300% of the current value of that car. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. I know people that have done it. I knew a guy, he had a Mustang. He couldn't let go of it. And, it was an old collectible from the 60s with the 3-gear column shift. If you remember the ones, I think it was a 1965 convertible Mustang he had. And he paid the fees to bring it over here, but he wasn't going to be without that car. And he told me it was 300% import fees is what they charged him.
When you go to the malls here, quite often they'll have a display of vehicles. And obviously, hey, I like looking at vehicles. So I'm up checking them out, and they have the prices listed for the public to see. And I really found, Coop, that the prices here were way cheaper than the West on average.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the trucks. And then you find out, well, that's because they make them here. The plant makes the trucks here. I'm talking about Coop's Toyotas. And that's a good thing. I've had trucks in the West in the past, and I'm not going to say they're half the price here, but they're only probably 2/3, not anymore, for the same vehicle.
Yeah, I bought a brand new Toyota Hilux. It cost me $32,000 US.
It would be double
brand new.
West.
Brand new. It was the top model 2.8 liter 4x4 4-door king cab version, and that's what I paid, $32,000 US for it.
The Music Sanctuary, thank you. That gives me great information to start from, and it will be a permanent basis. I can't take much more at Trudeau here. You're a little late getting
Trudeau, I thought he was a nice guy.
Pretty well done.
Trudeau, wasn't he a nice guy? Wasn't he out there shaking the truck drivers' hands during with protests?
Oh yeah,
wasn't he a really nice guy? I thought he was fantastic.
It's the only country on the planet, Canada, and it was Trudeau that did it. That seized the bank accounts of the strikers. And my God, what's the country coming to when that happens? But
yeah, 86 people on the live stream. Thank you, 86 people. Really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. 89 now. It's jumping even further. New record.
Tommy J. And you can't bring used and you can't bring used cars to Thailand. I don't know if that's true, but
I don't know if you can anymore. My buddy Ian, he did it. It was about 12 years ago when he did it. It was, yeah, about 12 years ago he did it. And he couldn't live without that Mustang. And he brought it here, but he got hammered. As far as I'm aware, you could still do it if you're willing to pay the excise fees. But I sure as heck wouldn't. Not
they do have used
300%.
car lots here, similar to the West that I've seen.
Oh yeah, they got auctions here
so,
too. You can
yeah.
buy repossessed cars here. You can buy them. They got a Bangkok auction. You can go there and buy repossessed cars. And then the secondhand dealers, they go to the auctions. They buy them here and put a 50% markup on them because they're buying them for the at the auction cheap, and that's how they make their money here. But yeah, foreigners can go to the auctions too.
Sam, I'm here in Florida, and the best quality snowbirds are Canadians. They stay more than 6 months, or they lose their Canadian health care. Actually, you can stay. Depends on the province, Sam. I know in Ontario, I think we're allowed 7, even in some of the provinces up to 8, but they still have to return to Canada. So, I don't think any Canadians actually lose health care, believe it or not, unless they decide they don't want it. Excuse me. Sam, Sanctuary of Truth is a gem. I remember it. It was 500 baht, same price as visiting Grand Palace.
That's another place I'd like to go. The Grand Palace. That's where the king lives in Thailand. It's on my bucket list of places I'd like to see.
Alan Hansen, just open Wise account was easy. Card came quick. You can put some dollars in and set the conversion rate you want. It will be exchanged automatically. Well, that's good, Alan. That I did not know. I'll have to check that feature out. It's probably on there somewhere. I just got so used to using the exchange when I needed it. But that is an interesting point. Groove Volker, well done, Doris, and I will arrive in 7 days. Looking forward to meet you all then.
And wow, it's only 7 days left, Volker. It'd be great to finally meet you in person. Looking forward to it.
Dennis L., I bank with Bank of America. There's one in Bangkok. Wow. Do I still need an account in a Thai bank? I think so.
Yes.
I think that Bank of America in Thailand.
It's not affiliated with the Bank of America in the States.
Yeah.
No, you can't do transactions through it. We had Chase in the Philippines and also Wells Fargo in the Philippines. And I used to have a Wells Fargo bank account, and they said, no, it's 2 different banks, even though it's the same name. They wouldn't deal with anything that I had from the States on it. They said, nope, it's separate. So
I think
there you go.
Those banks were set up for institutional investors, and commercial. So the small individual, it wasn't like they weren't for that. Steve Gilding, any news in the 90-day on entry to Thailand? I understand that they were thinking about it.
Yeah, they are. And the new prime minister has said that he wants to make it happen. However, it's going to take a little while. They got to get parliament set up, appoint new ministers. They still don't even have a new immigration minister yet. So it's going to take a little while. I'd expect probably to hear something on that around about Christmas, New Year time. Once the government is fully set up and they have to vote on it. And just like we have to in the States, you have to vote on it in Congress and it has to pass. So this is something that I don't think will take too much longer. I think in the next couple of months, it's going to pass and it's going to go through because there's a lot of people that are pro for it.
So what's that going to mean? Instead of getting 30 days when you get here?
Instead of getting the 30-day, on arrival, you're going to get 90 days on arrival.
That'd be great if they do that.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to implement.
The Buddy Show worldwide in Pattaya, Thailand. I live in Chiang Mai for a year, came here to Cebu for a couple of months, more than ready to come back. Jumped in this time. I love CM, but it's too remote and burn season is coming up. He's talking about Chiang Mai.
He is. And Chiang Mai burn season starts there in March and April. And it gets really, really bad. When we came here in March, I had somebody ask me in the comments, said, "Hey Cooper, what's it like there in Jomtien for the burn season?" We didn't experience any bad air quality when we got here in March, did we? No, none. So I've yet to experience it. So I'll let you know. Come April next year, because then we'll be here for the beginning of the year, and we can let you know if the air quality falls or not. But I haven't experienced any bad air quality here yet.
You lived in that area for quite a few years.
No, Udantani is up
How
at the.
far away from Chiang Mai?
Oh, it's a long way away. It's
okay.
northeast. It's over by the Laos border.
Smoke then up there?
No, didn't have none of it there.
Udantani. Okay.
No.
Bobby 57. Hi Cooper. Turn in late. Hope you recover soon, my friend, and great information about the meds. I'm sure mine will be cheaper there than here. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they are. I found most of my meds are cheaper in Thailand than they are in the Philippines, which is absolutely great.
Tommy J, the used car law changed, I believe, in 2016.
Okay, so there you go. Thanks for correcting me, Tommy. I do know my buddy Ian, bought it. Like I said, it was 12, 13 years ago. So it was around about 2010, I think, when he bought it and brought it in. So 2016. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So I guess they changed it, and you cannot import any new or used cars into Thailand.
Chris Ty, the best way to stay 90 days, 3 months, get an electronic tourist, which you can apply for online and is issued by a Thai embassy in your home country. That is valid for 60 days when you get stamped in.
Yeah, you can get a 60-day tourist visa through Thai consulate or Thai embassy in your country. You could do that and do the 90-day extent, the 30-day extension when you get to the 45-day mark. And 2 weeks before, you can go into immigration and get a 30-day extension. That is another option. But it all depends on how close the Thai consulate or Thai embassy it is to your location. Some people is quite a long way away through many states. So especially if you're in the middle part of the states, you got to go to either California or New York. So you can do it that way. By all means, get the 60-day. Or you can come here on the visa exemption on arrival, get the 30 days and extend it twice here in country if you use an agent, only once if you do it yourself.
Chris Tyler, the tourist visa can be extended another 30 days in country. I think that's a follow-up to this comment.
Yeah, it is.
Mojo, I'm in the U.S. My girlfriend is an OFW. She's going back home to the PI Philippines. I want to meet her in Thailand, but I've heard of a lot of women getting offloaded or getting hassled by the PI, the Philippine immigration. There was videos on that, and I think that for a time was happening, but the latest, Troy's one of them, said, hey, they've changed that. They, I guess the legislature over there said, okay, if you're offloading, you have to pay their tickets that they booked. So, they're not out of pocket. Well, the immigration said, no, we don't want to do that. So they quit offloading is what his story was. So I tend to believe that when there's no common sense reason to offload these people, why would they?
But the easiest way to do it, Mojo, is fly to the Philippines, meet her, and travel with her to Thailand because they're less inclined to offload her if you're with her. And it all depends on her age. If she's a young girl in her early 20s, then they're more inclined to offload them. If she's over 30, then they're less inclined. But you really want to show proof of your relationship. Even if you haven't met in person, you've just been talking and dating for like a year or whatever on WhatsApp, you can print that out, and I would fly with her. It's again to be on the safe side. I even did it with my wife. Brooke did it with Jackie. It's always safe to be sorry than heartbroken and alone in Thailand and she can't get out the Philippines. So that would be my advice to you, brother.
What I had done, and obviously with Coop's advice, we had all our documents prepared, support documents and bank accounts I had set up for Jack, and we just wanted to make sure we didn't have an issue at leaving. And because it was Jackie's first time leaving the Philippines, they did pull us over to do a further inquiry other than standing at the immigration wicket hoping to get through. So it was basically routine, they told us, and it was about another 20 to 30 minutes maximum. And I said, well, I have a document here agreeing to support her out of country. Oh, sir, we have our own, so just sign here. And that's what we did. So it was better to have all that, stuff, big packet we had to get out. They never looked at any of it. So, but better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So,
Exactly.
But 30 minutes later, we're sailing through, and it's kind of like she was nervous, but it all worked out. And I don't suspect going forward we'll have more issues because now, number one, we're married, and number two, she's already been out of the country. So as long as we meet the visa requirements, we should be fine. Edretz, hi guys, just exchanged US dollars to Thai baht through Wise was 36.472 Thai baht and a $4.62 fee instantly. Wise savings interest rates 4.33. Oh, I did not know that. So maybe you are getting paid on your savings in the Wise accounts.
But that's a fantastic rate, 36.47. Wow, that is
excellent. A
excellent.
little more than that through IBK though, right?
Well, what my interest rate?
Yeah,
I'm getting 4.85%.
Yeah, so that's half a point better even.
Yeah,
good.
And see you in December. Looking forward to it, brother.
Yep. Mojo, what are the odds of her getting offloaded and me having to pack it to the PI want to visit Thailand this time?
As I said before, brother, the safest way is fly over there, meet her, and fly back with her to Thailand. It's the easiest way to do it. And chances are she's not going to get offloaded, especially if you're with her, because you'll sign a paper at the airport, affidavit of support saying I will be supporting her while we are in Thailand.
Chris Foster, I watch your vlogs quite often, and you're probably covered this already, but need to ask. Coming to Phuket in November for 2 weeks and to Jonkin for a month, is there cheap condos there?
Yeah, there are.
High season now.
Yeah, November. The price is going to go up a bit. You're probably looking. It all depends on what you're looking for, brother. I mean, you can get a very, very basic place for $5,000-6,000 baht a month. You may not have a gym, you may not have a swimming pool, but it's going to be dead basic. It's going to be just a room, like a studio. You can find them here. It's going to be a bit run down, but you really want to be looking between the $300 and $500 for the month to stay here. Look on Airbnb. That's one option for you if you're only going to be doing 2 weeks. If you're going to be staying a month, most of the condominiums require a minimum of 1 month because they don't want Airbnb in there. So it's something that you have to consider, brother. That's about the best advice I can give you. Look on Airbnb and go from there. But looking forward to meeting you. Hope you get in touch with us when you get here, Chris.
Malcolm Hawken. Good day, Coops and company. Good morning from Jonkin.
And welcome, neighbor Malcolm.
What's
nice
that,
to have you
Aussie
on
flag there.
Yeah, that is the Australian flag. Welcome. Great to have you on here.
So I am. One thing I remember and loved about Jonkin is Thai families backing their vehicle tailgate along the beach and having their evening meal. True. They back it in.
Yeah. And then they put tailgate in. They sit out there. Yeah. Put a couple chairs there. And that is absolutely true. The Thais love the beach. Yeah.
Kevin Courier. Hi, guys. Sorry if you covered this already. When you initially moved to Thailand and set up your retirement visa bank account, do you have your USA bank wire money into your Thai bank account or bring cash? I'd have it wired initially and, obviously check your rates, check how long it takes. That would be the initial one.
Yeah. But it's always good to bring cash as a backup as well. Cash is king, as we like to say here. And if you're coming here to retire, you find somewhere that you like and you want to stay there. Get the price down by signing a year's tenancy agreement, and get it down even further by paying cash up front for a year. And Brooke and I did that, and that's how we got the fantastic rate that we did. So cash is king, and that's about the best way to do it. Bring cash always as a backup.
Yeah. The Buddy Show Worldwide in Pattaya starts in February.
Okay.
The Music Sanctuary, Brooke, same sort of question. There is a branch of Scotiabank in Bangkok. Do you know if we can utilize that branch? I was thinking of moving over from BMO to Scotiabank for that purpose. Okay. When they have those banks here, they're not affiliated with Scotiabank back home. Technically, obviously, they have to have a different license here. I'm positive when you look into that, that'll strictly be for commercial investing. Okay, institutional investors, that's who they segment, cater to.
Hmm.
I'm not going to be able to walk into that branch in Bangkok and open, hey, I'm here, I'd like to open a personal account, maybe transfer some money. Oh, sorry, sir, we don't do that. We're institutional. That's what you'll find.
Yeah.
Chris Ty, the current visa waiver for China and Kazakhstan was easy. The 90 days on arrival could be done just as easy. Example, they had 45-day on arrival earlier this year, but it ran out and wasn't extended. I'm not really up on China or Kazakhstan, but
yeah, they just extended it from 14 days to 30.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what they just did for the Chinese and Kazakhstan tourists.
There's a lot of them here, and they do obviously cater to it. You'll see signs in Chinese, so there must be a lack of them.
Yeah, Chinese tend to come on package deals. They very rare you see Chinese come on their own.
Well, there is 1.5 billion of them. So
yeah.
Barefoot Jeff, you can do the 60-day online still in the U.S.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Chris Ty, Thailand now has an e-visa system all done online. No need to visit embassies or consulates. I've just done one. It's very easy.
There you go, guys. That's great to know. We're not in the States, so we don't know how to do this, fellas. We just know that you can do it through the embassy. So if they've made it simpler and put it online for y'all, that's a plus in my book. Definitely.
Chris Ty, thank you, Jeff.
Oops, hang on. There we go.
Siam, I am. Cooper, nothing is far in Thailand and mostly an hour flight away. I visited Udon last March and loved it. Probably best Northeast province for expats. Direct flight to Phuket from Udon, also helpful.
Yeah, Udon's got an international airport as well. Yeah, I've been there many times, and Udon's not a bad city. The only downside is there's not as many expats, and the language barriers are quite a bit harder. Because there's not a huge amount of expats there, the Thais feel that they don't have to speak English. So, but with today's technology, you can use your cell phone and just use Google Translate. So things are getting easier. They are definitely getting easier.
Linda travels solo. Morning, gentlemen. Usually kids, Linda.
Yeah, that's what she calls me a darling.
Call a 1-800 number like Veterans Affairs in Canada. I also bought a long distance package with AIS and still can't call. It might be a user error.
Okay, Linda, what I would do is, hang on, what's going on here?
What I do on that, Linda, is I use the internet to make the call, and I call the 1-800 number, say I'm calling my bank, and it does work. I think even I've used Magic Jack for that, but it's rare that I have to actually call there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I use Magic Jack to call toll-free numbers in the States as well. And it's $3 a month. Download the app. I use that all the time, especially when I got to call my bank. It's a toll-free number as well. So that could be a way of doing it for you. Also, no sound on TV, but my iPad works. Sounds like you got a problem there with your TV. Make sure your mute button's not turned on by accident.
David Mears, you can bring up to 20,000 cash into Thailand.
That is true. That is true. You can bring up
cash.
Yes, you can bring up to 20,000.
Not that I'd want to do that.
That's too much. I wouldn't carry that much. No.
Chris Ty at Linda, for calling the U.S. and Canada, get a voice over IP service such as Skype. Works good. They have packages and pay as you go. That's what I do. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good
Skype
to
is
know.
another good one. Magic app. You can even buy WhatsApp minutes as well.
One thing I've noticed here, Coop, is like with Apple, FaceTime works here, and Messenger, that works good. My WhatsApp, I use that to call Florida. Those are all free. So
yeah. Dennis L., do I need an international driver's license to drive in Thailand? Do they grandfather your license, or do I need to obtain a Thai license? You do need an international license while you're here, and it is only valid for 30 days. So you've got 30 days to get a Thai driver's license. Brooke found that out the hard way. He had to pay a fine. So there you go on that.
which I decided to pay on the spot versus being forced to go down to the local police station. And I would just say the officer was very happy I paid on the spot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be valid for 90 days, but nope. The Thais want you to only be here for 30 days on that license and expected you to get a Thai license straight after.
Now, I had my Canadian license, was I showed him, and basically it was a joke. So if I had the international when I got stopped, I would have been fine.
Yeah,
as you said, but because I didn't have that, that's my own mistake. I had it when I went to Philippines. I just never knew that back in Canada when I went back. The Buddy Show Worldwide, Bataya at Linda, travel solo. I use Skype. There you go.
Yeah.
Mojo, thank you, gentlemen. Best live expat show in Thailand. Like button.
Thanks, Mojo. Really appreciate it, brother.
Superstars.
Oh, there you go. Darlene's typing in the other room.
Yes, Linda. Just use Skype and put credit in it. I'm using it to call toll free my bank customer service to the Philippines. Well, that's good news.
Yeah, we had to do that. That's a new subscriber, my wife.
Tammy Awaniski at Linda Travel Solo. I'm with AIS Mate with the add-on package, but I still need bot in my top-up wallet for 1,800 for 1-800 numbers. Interesting. Derek McClintock, this is all such good information. Really appreciate you two doing these. Helps so much. I think, for people moving here, it's, boy, when someone's already blazed the trail, it sure makes it a lot easier and comfortable. And one thing I got to give Coop credit for, man, the amount of expats we've got here now, it's a really good, tight-knit network. I never see any drama with anybody here. They're all friendly.
I've never seen any arguments.
A lot from these guys.
No disagreements.
No. And they're all loving it, too. So that's great.
Yeah, we've got 30 people in the group now. 30 people are actually here in Thailand, living here, all because of the channel. So it's fantastic, and I expect by the time we get to New Year, that number is gonna be close to 100. So we're gonna be doing a lot more social gatherings coming up, and with the group, fun things to do.
Cooper's Thai Adventure. Oh no, I'm using Cooper's Thai Adventure. This is Darlene.
I know who it is.
Yeah, we knew that, Darlene. No worries.
Yeah, that's my wife. She's moderating in the bedroom, so she doesn't get mic interference coming through on the channel. 91 people on the live stream. Thank you, 91. Hit the thumbs up, please. Really appreciate it.
Chris Foster, I bank with Scotia, and if you have a preferred plus account, you get free international banking. You need to use reputable ATM machine to take advantage. Well, that's good to know. I did not know that, Chris, and that preferred plus account would work here. Not sure about the fees. Definitely all the ATMs here run by the banks are reputable. So, yeah, they'll have different limits for what you can withdraw. That's one thing. And Throckmorton, I did the online too, but didn't pay in time, so it timed out. We'll try again next month. Have all the required docs stored on my phone, so it should be easy. She's referring to the visa?
She's referring to yes. Okay. She's referring to the visa. I did the online too, and she's another new one coming out here shortly. So she'll be here before the end of the year, and she's moving into District Grand Part 2.
Oh, good.
There we go. 96 people on now. Oh, Darlene says we never hit 100 on the live stream. Let's see if we can do it today.
Chris Ty, yes, Magic Jack is also a very good service. Have that also.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
Most people here do have Magic Jack.
Yeah, Magic Jack's fantastic for calling the States and Canada.
Bobby 57. Hi, Brooke. How is it sending money there from Western Union? Thanks for the info. I've never used Western Union, Bobby. The reason is their fees. Yeah, it's so simple with Magic Jack sending the money, transferred, putting it in the banks here. But
Magic Jack?
Sorry.
I didn't know you could
Wise.
send money with Magic Jack.
No, not Magic.
What are you putting out here on the
Wise,
channel?
Wise card, okay? So no, I haven't used Western Union. I'm sure maybe some people have, so they'd be better informed. But when I looked at the fee structure and the process involved, takes time. Where with Wise, it's instant.
Yeah, but we do have a Western Union right across the street from where we live. And I know you can send it anywhere. Darlene did take a picture. Honey, I know you're watching this moderating in the bedroom. Did you recall what the price was for sending money to the Philippines from Western Union at the bank when we went there? I know you took a picture of it. Can you remember what the rate was? And just type it in the comment section for Bobby there. Really appreciate it.
You do see a lot of the Western Union signs.
Yeah,
when you're
they got quite a lot
so
here. Yeah,
they're obviously still in use.
Yeah.
Brian Barberich. Hello, Mr. Brook and Mr. Cooper. Got up super early to watch your live chat. Both looking good early morning in Thailand. Cheers from Durban, South Africa.
Well,
I'm looking good. I don't know about his nibs here.
Yeah, no, I'm looking kind of rough.
Durban's supposed to be a real nice place down there.
I don't know. A lot of people are from there. A lot of people.
Ricardo Crosby. Hello, guys.
Hello, Ricardo.
Darlene G. Thank you. 89 viewers. Can you please hit the thumbs up for me? Thank you.
There's my wife. There you go.
You can't refuse, Darlene.
You can't,
on, guys.
Yeah.
Get that hammer out. Hit that like button.
90 now. Yeah. Yay. 91, it says on my screen.
Bobby, 99 baht per transaction. Just needed your passport and fill up forms. That's referring to, I think, to the Western Union.
Yeah, it is. And so there you go, Bobby. It is under $3 to send the money from Western Union to the Philippines. And that is any amount. We asked, what's the maximum amount? They said there's no maximum. So yes, you can send it from there.
Now, having said that there's a fee, and that's like the 99 baht, but then there's the conversion rate too that you got to look at. So
yeah,
see that's
there will be a lower conversion rate. There always is. Brian Barberich, hello to manager moderator Darlene, who's moderating from the bedroom, and she replies, "Hello, Brian."
Tommy J, Darlene, I sent you a message in Messenger. Good.
Okay. Should I be worried? He's messaging my wife.
Dennis L, should I get a motorcycle license here in the States, or should I wait until I get there? Get one in the States, wouldn't you?
It's easy to get here. I know several people that have gotten it here from scratch. It's not exactly hard to get a driver's license here. It takes like 3 days. You have the 1 day training, 1 day classroom, and then 1 day test. And it's not hard. I've seen people do it here, and it can be done. It's entirely up to you. I can say that it's probably going to be cheaper to do it here than it is in the States. But our advice is, if you already have a license, get that international license, so that way you can drive from day one when you're here, and not have any problems with the police officers here when they have the roadside checks. Because I've been seeing a lot of roadside checks recently, and what they're doing is these foreigners are coming over here on vacation and stuff. They're renting these motorbikes, no license, and the rental company don't care. As long as they're getting income, it's not their fault that you don't have a license. It's yours. And when the police stops them, they're making them get off the bike and walk. No matter where they are, they have to walk. And it can be a very hot day outside and a very long walk. Don't risk coming over here, renting a motorbike without a license. They are just taking them off people left, right, and center. We've seen piles of them, police checks, and 30, 40, 50 motorbikes all sat at the side of the road, and they can't going nowhere because they don't have a license.
Phil T, good morning from Oz. Just got online here. I use WhatsApp and Messenger to call the Philippines, Kuwait, and Oz. They all work well. That's good to know.
There you go. Yep. Yep. Another one that works well. That's great.
Anthony Wilson, thanks for all you do, guys.
And you're more than welcome. Thanks for coming on and joining us. That's really appreciated too. I want to thank all our viewers and subscribers. You all are awesome. And without you, we wouldn't be on here doing what we're doing. So it takes two. We appreciate your thanks. And we thank each and every one of you at the same time.
Darlene G-Vlog. Tommy, you mean the one for the group? I'll check it later. I don't have it on my phone. It's on the iPad.
Okay.
Jeez. Yes, Darlene.
Okay.
David Mears, Cooper told Darlene no, but it only happened once.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll never tell her no again. She whooped my butt up and down the street. I'll tell you, never get a Filipino upset. Words of wisdom right there.
Chris Foster, fees are around 30 months. What's nice in a few days before you go? Stop by branch and they can update you on the spot from one of the lower accounts. When you return, go back to branch
W. Okay.
I'm not sure what Mr. Mitch. Good morning, Cooper and Brooks. Signing in from USA, Seattle, here for daughter's wedding, but we'll be home to jump in next week. Wow, there you go.
Yeah, welcome back home
over there.
Yeah, welcome back for next week. And what's the weather like over there in Seattle right now? I'm curious.
Transfer back to basic account. Okay, I think he's referring to the other one.
Yeah, I think you're referring to the other account. And hello at Tommy J from Mr. Mitch.
NSL takes 2 days to get here and costs around $300, but do not have motorcycle license on my license.
Takes 2 days to get here. Okay, so it takes 2 days to get your license here and costs $300 to get your motorcycle license. So that's pretty good. But you do not have a motorcycle endorsement on my license. But I do not have a motorcycle endorsement on my license. Okay.
Brian Free, hi guys. Got here kind of late tonight, just watching the Blue Jays lose.
Sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry to hear that. Nobody likes it when your team loses, do we?
Tommy J, Mr. Mitch, good to see you. Joseph Reese, hello guys. I'm 75, living in Toronto, planning to move there with my Filipino lady in 2024. Thanks for the great information. All the best, Joseph. Wow, you'll be... You probably won't miss Toronto. I certainly didn't. Getting in and out of that city was a nightmare.
I think you said when you went back, what was it? When you went back after you left the Philippines to go to Canada, you said the first day you got back, it started snowing.
Yeah.
And you missed Philippines straight away. Yeah.
Plain Dave, I have an existing motorcycle license in the U.S. Will it convert over in Thailand?
Yes, but it's easier to convert and cheaper to convert if you have the international license, Dave. If you don't, you can still do it. It's just going to take a whole day instead of half a day, and you have to do a little exam. There's no written exam or anything like that. It's a brake test and an eye test. But if you have the international, they swap it over for you then and there. It doesn't mean they keep your international. They just want a copy of it for their records, and then you get your Thai license. It's a lot easier if you got the international. That's why we recommend it.
Important because the Thai police are not going to recognize Canadian, U.S. don't matter. Unless they will recognize the international. So at least if you did get pulled over in that first 30 days, you'd be okay.
And Phil T says, apologies. Did I hear you say that an international license is only good for 30 days at a time? Or did I hear wrong? Well, okay, there is a catch-22 here, Phil. And what it is the international license is supposed to be good for a year. All right. However, the Thai police that I have seen stopping people, they will only allow it for a month. It's supposed to be 3 months in Thailand. But what I see they're doing is they expect people, if you're here for more than a month, then they don't consider you a tourist anymore. So therefore they want you to have the Thai license, and they'll give you an on-the-spot fine for it. and there's not a lot you can do about it, brother. If you catch a nice police officer, he'll let you go. No problem if you got the international license. If you catch one that's not so nice, he may give you an on-the-spot fine. So be warned, it does happen quite a lot here. And I know what the law says and I know what the police does, but they're not always the exact same thing, if you catch my drift. So forewarned is forearmed.
Yeah. Mr. Mitch, being a beautiful 70 degrees Fahrenheit here, really nice. I think he's talking about Seattle.
Yeah, that's what the weather is in Seattle. Well, that's 70 degrees is nice weather. Yeah. For Seattle, that is very nice weather.
Viper 69, will the thrill from Richmond Hill? Will the thrill from Richmond Hill?
Nice little ride there.
Chris Ty, road checks for motorbikes in Pattaya normally being around 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the common locations. Hardly any after lunch, but for sure best to have an international driver's permit, correct?
Yeah.
Matthew Swickard, hi gents, sorry to be late.
No problem, Matthew. Great to have you on here, brother.
Josh Lester, what's the feel around there about retirement visa? It's the way to go.
It is. It's the way to go. It's better to do it inside Thailand than outside Thailand, as you don't have all the red tape to go through. And I say that on every single video. If you're going to get a retirement visa, do it here. It is so much easier and so much quicker.
I used an agent, obviously, along with Coop, and definitely, in my opinion, it's worth every penny. Have the agent do it, no headaches, no hassle. In the process of getting Jackie now put on her, as a spousal visa, so that's going to be nice.
And another thing, Josh, there is a lot easier ways to get the retirement visa that I cannot put out on YouTube, as they will demonetize me straight away if I put this information out. But we do put out in our private members group in our Facebook channel. So if you haven't already joined there, hit the like and the subscribe on here, and you will be automatically accepted on there. And we put out a lot of information we can't put out on YouTube about that. So there are easier ways to do it. We just can't discuss it on YouTube, unfortunately.
Siam, I am. How do you cope with degenerates and spillover from Pattaya? I appreciate the outlook you guys provide. It's different. It's an elephant in the room. You seem to easily gleam over. Well, Siam, honestly, I haven't seen degenerates in our area. Mm-hmm. There's none that I've ever met in the complex. I kind of know what you're referring to when you do tour the Pattaya, the walking street areas, just to get your look, see what's this all about. I can see it's not my cup of tea. Spillover, I don't see that from Pattaya ever here. So my point is, hey, if you want to be happy, hang around happy people. Everybody here, I see.
Get part of the group.
Yeah.
Get part of the group and stay away from the bad side.
Stay away from that. And another tip I'll tell you is, if you want to feel better in life, stop watching the news. It's all doom and gloom.
It's depressing.
So,
yeah,
you do that for 2 weeks, you definitely will feel better. I don't watch the news.
No, I don't.
Mr. Mitch, thanks for the WISE information, guys. Even though I've been using WISE for the last 2 years since retiring in Thailand, I just ordered my WISE card. Yeah, you don't necessarily get a WISE card unless you apply for it, but the WISE account, you download the app, you can do it. So it's, in my opinion, way better to have the WISE card. Get that if you haven't. Derek McClintock, how would Jomtien be for a single guy in his 40s that doesn't want a bar girl? Love the beach, coming from San Diego, but a little worried about dating there, so was considering Bangkok too.
I'm married just as well as you are, brother. Jomtien is not a bad place. If you don't want a bar girl, obviously, but you're going to meet plenty of Thai people here. The beach is a great place to meet them. You'll see a lot of Thais sitting their families out on the beach. Don't be afraid to walk up to somebody and just say, "Hi, my name is Derek. How you doing?" And if they don't understand you, use the old cell phone translator app, and start up a conversation that way. Coffee shop's a good place to meet them. Libraries, supermarkets, you name it. There's plenty of places to meet them. Just stay away from the bars. Would be my advice.
I forget where I read it or heard it, but the tip I thought was pretty smart, and that is, so you're that age, you're coming here, enroll in an English course here at the educational facilities. You know, typically you don't meet the bar girls there, obviously, and yet you're meeting, you know, ladies. They'll be in the class that are learning to speak English. So
at the same time, you learn to speak Thai, so it's a win-win.
Yeah. Mr. Mitch, that reminds me, I have to renew both Thai car and motorcycle licenses December. Thanks for the topic. Well, there you go.
I got to renew mine next year on my birthday.
Yeah. Jerry and Jennifer, what is the fine for no driver's license? So I had a driver's license. They just didn't recognize it, and it was $1,000 And I was so, well, Jesus, can you let me go? No, sir, sorry. You know, they understand enough to tell you that. And where do I pay it? Like at the police station. I said, well, where's that? And he's pointing somewhere. Can I pay it here? I'm asking the question now. Yes, sir, just right there in the box. Okay, so I threw the $1,000 in there. He gladly picked it up, looked around, and away I went. So, hey, lesson learned.
It's a lot cheaper to give him $1,000 than to go to the police station and deal with it, because it's going to take up a lot of your day.
And I'm sure he reported that directly to the police station.
That, heck he did.
General fund. What? Mr. Mitch, I agree. I did my OA retirement visa in Pattaya 2 years ago. Real straightforward. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. And you would have done your non-O. OA is outside of Thailand, by the way. That's through the consulate or embassy.
Yeah. Yes. Barefoot Jeff, are they strict with no license in Jomtien like Pattaya?
Yes. Yes, we've seen the police checks on 2nd Road and on Sukhumvit Road. So they are getting people left, right, and center, and we've seen them on a regular basis. They're coming down very hard on it. So forewarned is forearmed, Jeff. That's why we're here to tell you guys these things, so you know by the time you get over here.
I was stopped in Jomtien, that anecdote I relate.
Yeah.
Mr. Mitch, hey there at Barefoot Jeff. Dretz. Y Savings is partnered with Chase Bank and FDIC insured up to $250K USD. I previously used Western Union and had unfavorable foreign exchange rates and fees. Keep up the great work, Cooper and Darlene.
And you're very welcome. And thank you for sharing that, Dretz. It's really appreciated.
Dennis L., can I still drive a motorbike without the M endorsement on my U.S. license in Thailand? You can drive anything you want here. It seems that even when you go rent a bike, they don't even ask if you have a license, which is funny. But if you get stopped, you're going to have issues.
Yeah. And you really don't want them.
No. Barefoot Jeff, hey, at Mr. Mitch, been a while. Tommy J, I messaged Frank Thai Visa. They got back to me very quickly. I mentioned your channel. They were so nice.
Oh, yeah, good. Thank you. That's great, Tommy. We've added them to the Facebook group now, so everybody can talk to them. And they promised me that they will get back as soon as possible to each and every person that reaches out to them. I swear by them. I used them. Brooke used them. Our wives used them, and we had a fantastic experience. They're very polite, very friendly, and very quick and efficient. So that's the sort of customer service I like. And when I see that sort of customer service, I promote it on our Facebook group, because everybody likes a good experience and hates a bad one.
Some of the members have used other visa services, and they're very happy with those. So it is good to do your research and, check out the rates on what you're looking to get done. Matthew Swickard, do you have to keep a U.S. address for things like a U.S. bank account or a brokerage account? What is you or anyone's experience with that? In my case, Richard, I do maintain a U.S. Bank account when I lived in Florida, and I do maintain my mailing address there, let's say. Everything is done online nowadays, so really I don't get any mail to that address, which is, not in use anymore. When you think about it, I sold the property. But as far as the bank concerned, I do keep it, and I need that. Rob Mar 40, what's your plan for your Filipino wives to get their non-O retirement visas?
They're in the process now. They should have them in the next week. So we had to transfer them on from a visa on arrival to an education visa for 6 months because education visa is the only one that is transferable onto mine and Brooks non-retirement visa. It's got to be a transferable visa. The tourist visa and the visa on arrival are not transferable. It's actually got to be a resident style visa, either a work permit or an education visa or something along those lines that is transferable. So it's a little process involved, but it's a great thing because girls are learning Thai at the same time. So it's a win-win in our opinion. So yep, that's how we did it. And they should be finalized and on our retirement visa in the next week, we were told.
And they actually expire at the same date we do.
So they'll renew them together.
They're renewable and they renew together. So that's good news.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only a one-time process.
Mr. Mitch, I found that I need a U.S. address at Matthew Swickard. Maybe someone else can add to that. Yeah, that's what I found out. Phil T, 23 more days before landing over there for 3 weeks of wandering around. Now that I'm counting.
Not that I'm counting or anything.
Yeah, he's counting every day.
Yeah, I think you got that backwards. It's 32. Watch him go crazy now. It'd be great. 3 more weeks. Looking forward to meeting you, Phil.
Kevin Courier, is the Wise card only a digital card or on your phone, or do you get a physical card to use at ATMs? Yeah, I got a physical one. I think most people do get a physical one. I don't know if they're set up for a digital card yet, but that'd be something to look into. But definitely having a physical one works in the ATMs. It works at the malls. It works in any restaurants you go that take debit cards. Mr. Mitch, physical card at Kevin Courier. Mike Baker, at Lindis Travel Solo. Hello from Ottawa. Are you a Canadian veteran? Dennis L, thank you. You guys are the best. Everyone hit that like button and subscribe.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Dennis. Chris Ty, one thing about the fines tickets, if you do get one, make sure they issue a ticket. You cannot be fined for the same thing twice in the same day. So if you get stopped again, just show the ticket. Oh, that's good to know. Did not know that.
That is true. But if you take your motorbike away because you don't have a license, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be, that ticket isn't going to make a damn bit a difference because you're still going to be on foot or be calling a taxi.
Chris Ty, I have a UPS store mailbox address. My U.S. bank accepts that. Well, that's good to know.
Yep, that is good to know.
Dennis L, what is an entry and exit visa? Can you please explain that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Well, you get the entry visa. You just get a tourist visa on entry at the
okay. No, it's not tourist visa. You are a exemption entry visa, and what it is if you're from the West, you get a what they call a entry exemption visa, which is 30 days. If you're not from the West, then you a lot of countries like India, Pakistan, so forth. They have to apply for a visa on arrival. And I know it's a little bit confusing, but you get 30 days from the Western countries, and you can renew that inside Thailand for 2 times if you use an agent, 1 time if you don't use an agent, for a further 30 days. And then if you want to stay past that, you got to do a border run, either a land border or with Thailand, or a flight in and out. And you can get another 30 days and do it again twice inside country again for 6 months, 180 days out of 1 calendar year. And that's the tourist visa. You've also got the education visa and you got the retirement visa. The education visa, you can get it for 1 year, and it is a renewable up to a maximum of 3 years, Dennis. The retirement visa is good for life. You just have to renew it every year. And it's that simple. The requirements for the retirement visa, the official requirements is you must have 800,000 in the bank or earn 65,000 baht a month in income, be it from a pension or you're renting your house back home, or you have stocks or dividends. It's got to equate to 600,000. That is the official line. Unofficially, you have to join the Facebook group, and we can tell you on there. We can't tell you on YouTube, and that's all I can say about it. So I
you have
hope
a
that's
multiple entry exit.
I have a
when you flew to the Philippines, did you have to pay to get out of the country?
nope.
Okay.
Nope. All I did is showed it in immigration. He says you're good. That's it. So it was straightforward and easy.
Reminds me of the time we went to Laos.
Mm.
I had to pay to get into the country. 24 hours later, got to pay to get out of the country.
Yeah, that's right. Mojo, can I only hit the like button once? Hit the like button, damn it. Yes, you can only hit it once, unfortunately. It doesn't let you hit it 100 times. I wish it'd be great, but no, unfortunately, you can't.
I am. If you have AAA, it'll cost $25 for them to process an international driver's license. I still don't have mine and noticed after 4 days in Phuket, no drag nets, and rented a bike. It wasn't worry-free, not worth the stress. Yeah, I had the CAA, so they're affiliated with AAA, and I actually got my international driver's permit the first time in Florida, even being Canadian, but they did that. So yeah. Dennis L., what is the best way to fly to Thailand? Going west toward Japan or east towards Africa?
Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you in the world? We don't know, Dennis. Let us know where you are in the comments, and maybe we can give you some advice on it.
I flew out of Canada once and LA once, and I forget the airlines. Travis M., if your wife is under your retirement visa and an unfortunate event of death of the primary visa holder, will she lose her retirement status and have to leave the country? Yes, I do believe that.
If she is under 50, yes. If she's under 50, no. Over 50, no, she can get her own retirement visa. But under 50, yes, she will lose it. But they do have what is called here is there is a clause in immigration that they will extend it one time for a year. What they call a grievance clause, that they'll extend it one time for a year so they can sort out their affairs that they have. Yeah.
Then to travel solo. Mike Baker, yes, I'm 23 years, signal up.
Yep,
Okay.
ex-military. Respect to you, Linda. Thank you for your service.
Chris Foster, if I plan on staying for 2 months, can I still buy a return ticket, even though technically only there for 1 month? If I plan on staying for 2 months.
Well, you're going to have an exit ticket to get in the country. So you got to stay legal. Some people don't get checked and ask for their exit ticket. Some do. But if you get checked and you do not have an exit ticket, or what we like to call a throwaway ticket, then they can say, no, you cannot come in, and make you fly back to the country that you originated from. So be aware about that. It is very, very important.
So Chris,
don't risk
what I
it.
would say is, book your return ticket. So you're coming and 60 days later you're returning. At the same time, get, as Coop said, one of the throwaways for the 30-day. And that's the one you'll present when you get there. And okay, you're leaving in 30. That's fine. You still have your return ticket. So
yeah.
And Throckmorton, if you have another device, hit the like button twice.
Rhymes. Well done, Nan. That sounds good.
We got Sharpies. Our subscribers are Sharpies.
I know they are.
Mike Baker at Linda Travel Solo, fantastic. Got out on a 20-year medical, mostly in Petawawa. Okay, that's in Ontario.
Yeah.
Chris Ty, you can only do 2 border runs over land within a calendar year. You can do more than 2 coming through airports, but max stay is 180 days per calendar year as a tourist.
Absolutely correct.
Dennis L., I'll be 52 on Friday, September the 29th. It's a retirement visa for me. I'm from Brooklyn, New York City.
And a fellow Libran, just like me. It was my birthday last Saturday on the 23rd of September. So I am the first day of the Librans. That's when it officially changes from Virgo to Libran on the 23rd. And another Libran here. So great to have you. I'm just 1 year and a few days older than you. Well, 2 years and a few days older than you. I'm actually 54 now. Wow, the time flies when you're having fun. But come on out on a retirement visa from Brooklyn, New York, Dennis. Be great to have you part of the group.
Phil T, do you know if a bus runs along Frattamnak 5th Road, or is it a taxi only area? Thanks.
Okay, Pradamnak, 5th Road. I got to think where 5th Road is in Pradamnak. From what I know, you either have to come up to 2nd Road, which is at the traffic lights, and it does change after the 2nd Road at the traffic lights to another name road, which I can't think off at the top of my head. Somebody did mention in the video that I made today that was up on YouTube today. And yeah, that is, you can get the bus there, and you can also walk over to Jumtian Beach Road from the bottom of Pratamac Hill and catch the bus there. So those are the two places I know, but I don't know of the bus actually going inside Pratamac area, not that I'm aware of itself. So the answer to that is no. And somebody's calling. Just hang up that for me, please, Brooke, whoever it is. And Chris Ty, you get checked for your return by the airline usually, but if you need a ticket to show, you can use an onward ticket site throwaway. They cost less than $30. And you're right. And we do have a link for that also on our Facebook group. So if you want to know the site, come over and join the Facebook group, and you will find it there. We posted a link to it.
Mr. Mitch, bus does not run down Pradamac
Soy
5, but there are buses that can get you to the top of the Soy 5.
There you go. Tapria, that was the name I was trying to think of. Thank you, honey, for bringing that up. And
Dennis L, wait, I'm confused. My wife and I are going to retire there. Do we need a return ticket? Which way should we fly, east or west from Brooklyn to get to Thailand? You do need an exit ticket, but that's the cheap one you buy for $30. So basically, I'd say
what we call a throwaway ticket,
yeah,
Dennis.
Book a one-way.
You book a one-way, and then what we call a throwaway, I'll explain it to you again. It's no problem. I don't mind. Is you're going to fly into Thailand, and you want to have a ticket that says that you're going to be leaving Thailand within 30 days. Okay. And we call that a throwaway ticket. In other words, it's a ticket that you're never going to use to a bordering country with Thailand that's very nearby. And you can buy these all day long for under $50. And we have the link on our Facebook page. Go on there and click on that link, and you can go buy this ticket. It's not a problem. And it's just a throwaway ticket for you and your wife to satisfy immigration for when you get here, that you will be leaving the country in 30 days, even though you're not going to leave the country. Because you're going to be applying for your retirement visa. Some people have come into the country and said, hey, I only came in on a one-way ticket because I'm getting a retirement visa. They say, no, out. And some people have come in and said, hey, I'm getting a retirement visa. And they say, okay, no problem. Come on in. So it all depends on the immigration agent you get on the day, but I would not risk it for the sake of less than $50 US. So fly one way, but have an onward ticket to another destination nearby by going on the throwaway ticket website. And that saves you a lot of heartache and a lot of aggro. And once you're inside Thailand, you can apply for your retirement visa very quickly. You'll get it in 3 weeks, and then you don't have to worry about it. So that's our advice to you. Chris Ty, Pratamac does not have official bus service, and that is absolutely true. But on the top of Pratamac Hill, when it changes from 2nd Road to whatever my wife typed there, my eyes are stinging, so I apologize. Thaparia, there is there, and also on Jomtien Beach Road, you can get it there, which is only a 6-minute walk from Beach Road in Pratamac Hill. At the bottom of Pratamac Hill, so there's a nice road to go through there. It's a bike track and a sidewalk that you can walk on. It takes like 6 minutes, and you're on the corner of Jomtien Beach Road, and you can jump on it there.
Yeah, the Bolt here, you download the app Bolt, and they're so cheap here. The taxi service, basically, $2 gets you anywhere.
Yeah. Chai Don, hi Cooper. I was wondering about the link for the throwaway ticket, but I don't use Facebook. face down. One of the guys posted it just a few seconds ago in the comments. Just scroll back to the comment section, and you should be able to see it there. If you're on your cell phone, you can just scroll back through. And he did give the link for the throwaway ticket.
There'll be videos too on YouTube. About the throwaway site.
Plenty of way places.
So,
you can Google it, search it,
yeah.
Throwaway tickets, and there's plenty of sites that do it.
Then to travel solo, Google bot bus route, and there is a map with a legend, different colors for different routes. I haven't done that. Good news.
Yeah. She's ridden the bat bus a few times, so she's doing real well on it. And that's it, folks. I think we're at the end of the questions, and we've been on here 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I think we're going to wrap this up. I've got a couple left here. Thank you, everyone, for the info from Phil T, and you're very welcome. And Mr. Mitch, thanks at Linda Travel Solo. So thank you for coming on to mine and Brooke's second live stream. It's been absolutely a blast being on here with you all and sharing all this great information between yourselves and ourselves. The more we talk, the more we learn, and the more you talk to us, the more you learn from us. So it's a double-edged sword, and we learn from each other, and it is a fantastic experience. So without further ado, I'd like to say God bless to each and every one of you out there. Thank you for joining our live stream. It really means the world to us. And we are so grateful to each and every one of you that have joined the channel, given your input and your advice, and sharing it with others and building this community and making it what it is. It's fantastic, and I couldn't envision it in my wildest dreams. It was something I hoped for, and it just took off. And it's awesome that it has over 2,700 subscribers now, over 380 people on the Facebook group. This channel has only been going on for under 3 months, and it's a blessing, and we owe it to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Take care. And I'm just going to read some of the closing comments. Great show from Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. Really appreciate it. Dennis L. just joined the Facebook group. Thank you. And thank you, Dennis L., for joining the Facebook group. It is appreciated. Barefoot Jeff, thanks. Matthew Swickard says, thanks, gentlemen, and you're more than welcome, brother. Michael Mitch, thanks a million for the information, everyone, and you are welcome too, Mitch. Steve, thanks, guys. And Tammy, thank you, guys. Sending blessings and well wishes to you all. And thank you, Tammy. Phil T, hope you heal quickly, Cooper. And so do I. My eyes are stinging, but it'll heal. Malcolm Hawken. Ooh, okay. Whatever that means. And WTF says, thanks, guys, with thumbs up. And thank you, WTF. Really appreciate it. Volker, great, awesome job, guys. And thank you, Volker. Looking forward to meeting you soon. Doris Ho, thanks. And thank you, Doris. Dave says, great show. See you on the next one, which will be Saturday. Well, me and my wife, Darlene. And Linda Travel says, thanks, kids. There you go, Brooke. You're now a kid. And that's it. We are out of here.
This is my nap time here.
Thank you. And God bless in each and every one of you. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Until next time. Bye for now.